Hey, what's up everyone? This video is going to be just a personal story, just a personal experience. I don't know, I might not even post it, I don't know. But to some out there, if you're not into, if you don't care to hear someone's sad, sappy love story, then, or love lost story, whatever, then, just don't watch it then. But, this is an experience that I had. It's now the reason why I'm talking about Kim Possible is this is going to sound so crazy to some people, but there was this girl that I cared a lot about, and I'm not stating her name. She worked at this store, and I cared a lot about her, and for years I wanted to ask her, and she liked me. She was always just looking at me, and the reason why Kim Possible makes my heart pound right now even talking about her. That she always had this. The reason why Kim Possible brings her back, brings the memory back, is because that she had that. Because I liked her so much that I would just listen to that over and over and over and over. The pager sound. This is just a sappy love story, I guess. I would actually listen to the Kim Possible beeper, the pager, over and over and over and over, because it reminded me of her. And I loved Kim Possible. I can't even watch the show much now at all because of that reason, because she's gone. But I don't know what happened to her. I have no idea. I never got to ask her or tell her how I felt. Many people will probably say, well, you had plenty of years. I had plenty of years to get ready and be ready in life to ask her out, but I never did get to. But I wasn't really ready, but we cared a lot about each other. We had this, there was a ringtone or beeper. I don't know what she had. This little beeper. It looked like a pager, and it would go. She would be working on the shelves, or not working, stocking the shelves, and then I would walk by, and then I would just get the guts up to say something to her. So I would get the guts up to say something to her, and I would back up the cart, and I would say something. I would say something to her, and she would just smile and be like, "Hey, how are you?" She had this sweet voice. I mean, it was just this. She had this shy personality, this very. But yet, when that I backed up so that I could say something to her, and then I panicked and walked off. I was like, oh boy, it was so stupid. I mean, I was so crazy. Well, not stupid. It was sweet, but I mean, but I wound up. This is not about the ME. This is not about anything. This is just personal story time. But I backed up the cart and I talked to her, and she was stocking the shelves, and I was just like, hey, how are you? And then I panicked and walked off, and she was just like, that little laugh she does. It was so cute. That laugh was so sweet. But I cared a lot about her, and she really liked me. It seemed she really liked me. And, she's gone now. I don't know what happened. I even wrote about 80 pages of every experience that I had of going to the store, every dream that I had about her, I had so many dreams about her, and just that I still do, that we're together, but I don't know where she's at. I can't even find her online. I only knew her first name. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to state her first name on here, but that name is very precious to me now. I've written poetry about her. I've written songs about her. Every experience I wrote down. I said that in one of my poems, or one of my statements about her, I said that how can I give a flower to life's greatest rose? That was her. That's one of the poems. That's one of the things that I wrote. How could I give a flower to life's greatest rose? That's how I felt about her. It was like true love, but yet, I don't know, I just never. And it's weird that this person spoke to me stating that that I was going to be with this person, that I loved, or that I love her, that I do know her. She said, no, you do know her. It was like this woman, she said she's a seer, and she just randomly talked to me. She did some kind of healing thing for my mama at the time, and she just healed the spot on her back, this bad bump, the spot, and it actually started, it was weird. It was very strange. That was at the laundromat that happened, the laundromat. And then she started stating that I knew this girl. She said, no, you do know her. She said, you might know her. You do know her, the one I'm going to be with or whatever. And suddenly that girl's now gone, so that didn't come true. She claimed it came from a true source, but I don't know. I mean, her other thing came true where I had to help my mama later that night. She said, stay with your mama, you're going to have to help her. She knew things, and somehow or other she knew about that girl, but she knew that was the only girl that I knew. She was the only girl I knew, that girl that worked at that store. But yet she said that I knew her, and that I was going to be with her. That was weird. That was weird. Like we were meant for each other. And I'm thinking that was the only person I could think of. And I knew I cared a lot about her long before I ever even knew. But every time I hear that that pager, it just reminds me of her. Reminds me of that girl. And she ran. One day she ran, so she actually was about to leave. I'm getting nauseated right now. See, it makes me nauseated. It's weird. It just makes me. It's like I care so much about her that it makes me nauseated and emotional. Sounds crazy. It just sounds crazy, but but it reminds me of that Boomhauer situation. Boomhauer, King of the Hill, he's like, dang old love, man, dang old me. but now she's gone now. I don't know, maybe she's nearby, maybe she's near, I don't know. I really don't know. But I know that there was this song that would come on every single time I walked in the Dollar General. Every time I walked in the store. Every single time I walked in the store, that song came on. And it was It was Santana and Rob Thomas and Santana Smooth. And it would be like, and it would come on every single time I walked in the Dollar General. Every time I walked in that store. I don't understand why that happened, but it would come on every time I would walk in there. And it would make me so nervous. I would get so nervous, and it was like, man, it's a hot one. And I cared a lot about her, and she was so sweet and so cute, and had this sweet voice and just awesome personality. She didn't smoke. She never smelled like anything. She never smelled like she smoked anything, or like you just never smelled. Other people, you can smell a lot of cigarette smoke on them or whatever. She just seemed like a very, just like, she didn't seem to have like any. I mean, my granny smoked, and I don't like cigarette smoke, but I mean, if you smoke out there, if any of you smoke, I'm sure some of you do, and that's your thing. I still love you all. That's not the point. It's just that personally, it's just not my thing. And she just seemed so, I don't know, like such a great girl. And so every time I went in there, that song came on, and I can still hear that song. I don't know why I'm even sharing this right now, but I've written about 80 pages in what you call a diary about her. The things she stated, our conversations, the songs, the poetry that I've written about her, the dreams that I've had. But when I walked in there and that song came on, it was like I can still hear it. I can still hear because you're so smooth. I still hear the whole song being on every time I walked in there. And then I tried to get the guts to say something to her, and all I could say one time was, SpaghettiOs. I was like, there were some SpaghettiOs over there, and she was stalking, and I asked if they had. Yeah. Anyway, I was asking if they had peaches, and that I was looking for Del Monte peach. Anyway, but that's not that's for another time, another story. And it was like I got all nervous, and I wanted to say something to her, and then she knew I wanted to say something, but she wanted me to say something, and I was like, but I couldn't. I panicked, and I said it was good to see you. I would always ask her, have you been doing all right? And she actually told me one time, have a good night, honey. She called me honey. That's why I chose Kim Possible as the background, because it's just that pager. She had this beeper that would always go off, this and I really wish I could have said something. I always want to say I loved Kim Possible. I love that show. It was like she had a mousy personality, but it was like well, you know what I mean, just like a very a sweet, kind little, just so sweet. My heart's pounding right now, but I always get nauseated. I'm just like, just that missed opportunity that just I don't know. Especially being told that it was by a seer that said she's of the Lord, that it was meant to be, and then it just didn't happen. But I know I need to be ready in life, and I'm not. But I just really, it's really crazy that I don't know. It's just that every time, I don't know. She meant a lot to me, and then she's gone. She's gone. I have gotten very upset about it. I've gotten emotional about it. Cried about it many times. I know most guys are like, oh, I'm not going to admit that. I'm not going to admit that, but I admitted it. I just admitted it. But yeah. I don't know why I'm sharing this. I might not even post it. Might just talk about it. I don't know. But this girl meant a lot to me. I don't know what happened to her. She was gone one day, and they said, she was gone. Something happened. And there were so many things that I want to share about her. I've written about 80 pages. I've written so many pages in a notebook about her. Other those big pages, like those, those like those different colored notebooks for school that they sell. Yeah, I've written several pages. I've written about 80 pages about her. But I can't find her. I don't know where she went. All I knew was her first name. I hope she doesn't think that I don't care. That's what I always worry about, is that, that someone thinks you don't care or something, and it's like, that's not what, I don't want her to think that. But yeah, why am I sharing this on here? I don't know. I just want to share my emotions and feelings. But yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time. Well, I guess a couple of years now. And there was a situation. There was a bunch of crap going on in the parking lot, and she was like, this one person, one employee called the police, and she's like, just to let you know, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the right thing. And I was like, oh, I know you would have, and that made her happy. That she was glad that she wanted to let me know that she would have done, the right thing, because all these people were showing off in the parking lot and causing damage and crap. They were kicking this ball into people's vehicles and things. She's like, we didn't act like that in my day. We went to people's houses and stuff, but we didn't do that. And she had such a sweet voice. She was so precious. She meant more to me than anyone could ever imagine. I don't even know if she knew how much she meant to me. And she'd just sit there and look at me and just this smile. And then one of the last things I remember, she was like, have a good night, honey. She had that kind of voice, like, have a good night, honey. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. But anyway, that's why the Kim Possible movie reminds me of her. I can't even watch it because of that. I haven't been able to watch it. I want to because I really like it. It was one of my favorite series. One time she was like, "We get Netflix at my house," because I got this Netflix card, and she was telling me we get Netflix at my house, and I was thinking, and I kind of panicked, and I was like, "Oh really?" And I was thinking it'd come with a cable, and I was like, "Well, I just do the prepaid card, you know." And it was, she's like, "Well, we have, I don't know." Oh boy. She would think of something to say, and she's like, and the last thing she stated was, "Well, I'm supposed to work on Friday. I was supposed to work this weekend, but now, I was supposed to work, I was supposed to be off Thursday and Friday, but now I gotta work." She's like, "That stinks, but now I've gotta work." But she said, "But I get the evenings off, Thursday and Friday." And she's like, she said, "I work in the mornings." But she said, "I get the evenings off." And that was a hint. That was a hint that I get the evenings off. And I was like, I always panicked. I wasn't able to, and I wasn't ready anyway in life. But yet I cared a lot about her, but I wasn't ready. Maybe I'll see her again someday and be able to, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to work things out. But I guess I'm off the soapbox now. I'm done rambling, finished rambling. Sorry if this sob story was too much. But yeah, I cared a lot about her. She meant a lot to me. Still does and always will. She'll always be on my mind. Her name. And her. She'll always be the forefront of my mind. So maybe I'll see her again someday. Yeah, anyway, I paused the video for a moment. But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to share. Share my personal thoughts and feelings. I just felt like I needed to. Needed to share it with someone. I mean, my mama knows, obviously. I've shared it with my mama so many times I couldn't count. I've talked about her so much. Talked about that girl so much that, so much, just so much. Anyway, sorry about all the background noise here, but anyway, thank you for listening to this video. I love you all. Bless you all. And maybe I'll see her again someday. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe I'll see her again someday and be able to. It's been many, many years now that I had the chance, and then now it's been a couple of years since I've seen her, maybe a year and a half or two, I don't know. Maybe I'm living in a dream world, I don't know. But I cared a lot about her, still do. She's always going to be precious and special to me. And I just felt like sharing it with you all, so I may or may not post this, I don't know. Sorry I've talked for so long with personal story time, but much love, God bless you all. Peace, and thank you all so much for everything. And you all mean a lot to me, so I just felt like I could share with you all because you're all very close to me, and it's, you're like family, and I love you all, every single one of you. Every one of you who share with me, I love you all. All of you. You all mean a lot. And that's why I felt like I could share my most just deepest personal feelings with you all. Y'all mean a lot. Anyway, much love. God bless you all. Peace and bye. I'll I'll share with you very soon, and I thank you all for watching this video. I just needed to share. I needed to talk. Like I stated, I may or may not post this. I don't know, but I needed to talk anyway. Just talk it out, even if I just talked to myself and I didn't post it. Even if I didn't post it, at least I talked to myself and just kind of walked through some emotion, I guess. So much love and peace. God bless you all. Bye. Thank you for watching, or listening, I should say, to my personal story. It's a personal love story that of someone I may or may not ever see again. I don't know. I hope I do. And I hope I'm ready if I do. So, thank you. And, but I love my mama, though, too, and I don't want to leave her. I don't ever, I don't know, I'm just so crazy. Well, not really, but I'm just so confused as far as, like, what to do in life. It's just a crazy ride we're on, a crazy journey. But I love my mama, and I do love that girl. I don't know if I'll ever see her again or not. I hope I do. I hope someday I'm ready. And, but anyway, much love. God bless you all. Peace. And that's just my personal story time. Bye.